Hello. Today I am going to start the java.lang package, which is very important topic in the case of or in the core Java. In that, whatever things we are going to study or what we have studied previously before starting the lang packages, all that things are going to be used in these lang package, right? And now what you are going to study in the lang package, what all the complete API which you are going to study in the case of lang package, all that APIs will be used, or you can say all that concepts directly or indirectly will be used in the further classes or further topics. Let's say your exception handling, multi-threading, collections, IO package, or after these core Java like JDBC, Servlet, and after that if you are going for the struts, Spring, Hibernate, all these topics or all these frameworks which is there in all that topic, this lang package concepts will be used a lot in a different manners, which you would not have imagined also, like in this manner it can be used in the corresponding topics, right? Now in the lang package, about this lang package, I am just going to give you one small introduction about the lang package, what exactly is there inside the lang package. First is, like you would have seen or you would have heard one very important point, that whenever or if you are writing any class, suppose if you are writing any class, let's say I am writing one class hello. So if you are writing any class, so for that class by default java.lang.Object, that is java.lang.Object class is the super class, and not only the class hello, any classes which is the built-in class or which class which you are writing. For all these classes, java.lang.Object class is the immediate super class if you have not extended any other class. So in another way, what we can say that java.lang.Object class is the default super class for all types of classes in Java, right? It is. Now similarly, now onwards the class name will not be just naming the class name. What will be saying that the complete class, you can say the fully qualified class name will be calling here. Like here the java.lang.Object which I am saying. So in this now, two things are very clear. Java.lang is the name of the package. This one which I am writing here is the name of a, you can say that is the package, right? This signify or this represents that this object class which is there is available inside this java.lang package. So we can get it, this object class, from there itself. So similarly, now before starting the discussions about the object class, now I am going to discuss about the java.lang package first. So we will talk first about the lang package, what is there inside the lang package, and then we will come to the each classes which is available inside the lang package. So that's what I was talking about, like this is the lang package. So that is the lang package first we are going to discuss before starting any of the classes of the lang package, right? So first there are some points about the lang package. Suppose, like as we talk about the default classes, like java.lang.Object class is the default class. Similarly, the lang package which is there, it is a default package. Lang package, what we are talking about is the default package. So inside the lang package, what all classes are available, that also will be available for any classes by default. Fine. So here, as I am writing here, java.lang package, right? This package, first of all, it is a default package, which means that if you wanted to use any of the classes from this package, lang package, so you need not to write any kind of import statements in order to use the classes available inside the lang package. You can use these classes directly in your program. No need to write any import statements or anything, you no need to write in that. Okay. Now next, now inside this. So one is now inside this package, there are the many classes available inside the lang package. Now in this package, some important classes are there that we are going to discuss in a proper manner, like suppose, and also all that things which we are going to discuss here is the API wise we are going to discuss. It's not like that this is the class or that is the class. So the complete things we are going to discuss one by one, all the classes also will be discussing one by one. So let's say here java.lang package. Inside that some classes are there that I am writing the name of the classes, what all the classes are available. Number one class which I am writing is the, you can assume here the java.lang.Object class, first class it is. Second one is now java.lang.String class. Third one java.lang.StringBuffer class. Similarly, there is one more inclusion, that is the string builder class. Okay, we will discuss about this, what is the string buffer and string builder. Now again, that is fourth one is java.lang. Which one now? It is byte class. Byte. This byte is there in the capital letter, understand this, because it is a name of a class first. It is not a primitive data type. It is a special class available inside this package called as java.lang package. Similarly, when I am writing here java.lang.short, java.lang.integer, all these you can say all the primitive classes which is available, that is also there in this. Here again I am writing that is java.lang.byte short int, it's long. Next one I am writing here the float, double, boolean and character. Now corresponding to these 8 classes, these all 8 in Java, first of all there is a 8 type of primitive data types are available. So corresponding to all that primitive data types, there is the wrapper classes also. In order to deal with the primitive classes or primitive data types, there are the wrapper classes available here. Now when we wanted to use, wherever primitive data types are not allowed, mainly that you can observe before JDK 1.5, that before JDK 1.5 in collections, primitive data types were not allowed directly, because again we need to convert that primitive data type to the collections, primitive data type to the wrapper classes, and then from the wrapper classes we are using that inside the collections. Now what is there? There is a concept called as auto boxing and auto unboxing, which is introduced from JDK 1.5. So from JDK 1.5, these all concepts can be used easily inside the collections, or wherever primitive is not allowed, there we can use this wrapper classes data types, right? So that won't be creating any problem. So similarly, I'll just rub it out. So inside that, like see here, byte is there. So byte is a wrapper class, it's in class. This class is having lots of methods. I'll be just showing you on the projector. So here, this is a class. Inside this class, many methods are available, many other things are available inside this. Similarly, so here this is our data type. What is that? It's a primitive data type, byte, right? Here again I am writing short, int, long, float, double, boolean, and which one next now I am writing? Character. So these all are the corresponding data types. So this one we are going to call it as a primitive data type. So this is the primitive data type, as well as these all are the wrapper classes which we will call. Now, starting from there itself, there are the differences. if it is a primitive data, if it is a wrapper classes, so for class there is no special memory location. But when we create the object of this primitive class, wrapper classes, so what happens, for that reference variables 8 byte of memory will be allocated. Let's say, for example, I will be writing you, suppose this I am writing here, byte of B1 is equal to new of byte when I am writing, let's say, okay. So you can create this object like this of this primitive, wrapper classes. But for these primitives we cannot create any object. So for this B1, the memory which is going to allocate is 8 byte only, because this B1 is a reference variable, and since it is a reference variable, so it is going to take how much memory? Always it is going to allocate the 8 byte of memory. Now inside that corresponding object, but when you are creating or when you are writing byte of B1, let's say is equal to 10. So if you are doing this, so for this B1, the memory which has been already allocated or which is already predefined, that this much memory should be allocated for the byte variable, that only will be allocated. So if B1 is there, inside that how much it is now? 1 byte of memory will be allocated, and inside that 10 will be assigned. So this is the difference here for the B1. In this case, the B1 variable which is available, for this B1 variable, 8 byte of memory will be allocated, but this is not a primitive variable. This we will call it as an reference variable, and as you know, default size for any reference variable is the 8 byte, and the default values depends, like for any reference variable is the null, okay. And now similarly here you just compare, if you declare any type of byte variable, that too in the sense of primitive data types, so for all the primitive data types B1 which is there, for that 1 byte of memory will be allocated, and that too the values which we are assigning inside this B1 will be assigned according to the range of the byte itself. We cannot store the allocated or more than the allocated range which has been allocated or which has been predefined for the byte. So we cannot assign inside this. So hope you are getting or you are understanding the difference between small byte and the capital byte here, right? So this byte is a class and this byte is a, similarly corresponding to that, all other are also available, right? Now apart from this, there are many other classes which is available inside this. I'll just name it out, what all the other classes available here. So the classes which all are available inside the lang package that I was naming, in between somehow I was explaining about the wrapper classes also, or some just I was trying to clear your confusion that what is the difference between this byte and. Now apart from these 8 wrapper classes, there is the java.lang. Which one now? Runtime class is also there. Again now I am writing java.lang. System class is also there. java.lang. Math is also there, right? Again you can say java.lang. Which one next it is there? Number is also there. And apart from these classes, there is the thread class is available inside that, and many other classes are there inside the lang package, but all that classes will be discussing in that their corresponding topic, because when we'll start the multi-threading, there will be talking about the threads and other classes. So here I am not discussing about all that classes which we have to discuss in the further cases. So as such, now in the lang package we will be discussing these many classes, and apart from some other concepts also which will be involved in that. But before making it clear or before starting the lang package, you should be ready with the 2-3 concepts in a proper manner. What all that concepts are? The number one concept is runtime polymorphism. You should be very good with that concept, because that concepts are being used in this topic in many ways, right? So make sure that once you revise your previous classes topics, like as you can say the runtime polymorphism, method overriding, that all comes under that itself. So runtime polymorphism and method overriding, how method overloading, how we are calling the method, right? And dynamic dispatch and all that concepts, once you revise this, and then you will be easily able to understand all these concepts. Now again, inside this now, the topic now again which I am going to discuss is java.lang. Which one now? Object class. This is your class. Inside this class, many methods are available. So that all classes we are going to, or that all methods available inside the object class. It's a very important class, and in that we'll be discussing all that. Now again in this. So as you have seen already about the lang package, that lang package is a default package which will be available for all the classes without importing it. Means you no need to do anything, you can use directly these classes which is available. Similarly, this object class which is there, if any class, inside any package are just trying to use any of the member of object class, or anyhow they want to access any member from the object class, so first they need not to extend the object class, because by default it is the super class for all types of classes. Second one, they need not to create any object of the object class. Why? Because if they want they can create the object, but there is no requirement to create the object of the object class. Why? Because as I told that inside the, suppose if I am writing a class and the class is which one now? Object class which is there. So inside the object class, these all the methods which is available, that all methods can be easily accessed. Where it can be accessed now? Inside the class. Let's suppose this is the built-in class which has been given by the Sun microsystem, and suppose you are writing one class hello. So see, and one more class I am writing here, suppose class hi class I am writing here. Two classes as such I have written here. One is the class hello is there here, and the second one class which is available here is the hi class is available here. In these classes, suppose this class hi and hello, none of these classes are extending object class directly, but whether you are extending it or not, by default these classes are extending the object class. You need not to do that, you need not to extend it explicitly, right? But again, similarly, let's say, so let's say consider that if any of the class, or if any of the class is the super class or immediate super class, so one thing everybody can answer, that members of super class, at least the accessible members of super class, can we access inside the subclass or not? Of course we can access. So all the members of object class can be easily accessed inside the hello class. Why we can access it? We have not extended it explicitly, we have not created the object of object class, or we have not done anything, just all that things can be accessed because object class is the super class for hello class, and this is an implicit super class. You can say by default it is the super class. Same thing can be done inside this, like this hello class can use or can access all the members available inside the object class, that too very easily. Similarly, inside the high class which is available, the high class also can access all the members of object class, or like that if you are writing n number of classes, so all that n number of classes can easily access the members of object class, or you can say the methods of object class easily inside this corresponding classes, because by default that object class is the super class for all types of classes in Java. But again now, let's say now when this class hi is there, class hello is there, if class hello or class hi let's say is trying to use the member of class hello, so they cannot use it directly. Number one, if it is inside the same package and all that concepts I am not repeating, but at least we must have to create the object of class hello, And once if we have created the object of class hello, then only we can access that all things inside the class hi. If we have not created the objects of which one now, class hello, then we cannot access the members, or if we have not created the objects of class hello, so that all members of class hello cannot be accessed inside the class hi, right it is. So hope you are getting my point that what is the meaning of default superclass. So that is why, or in that manner itself, the object class which we are talking about is the default superclass for all types of classes in Java. Now in that, there are many methods available inside the object class that I will be now showing through the projector, what all methods, what all other members are available inside the object class. We will write the programs on the object class or on the methods of object class we will be using in our programs, and then further I am explaining you. Just look at this, the projector.